Hi everyone, my name is Miss Sophia the Diva. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel to check out my thoughts and point of view on Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 10 episode. I believe this is 16, Driving Miss Kim. Oh, come on now, Miss Daisy. Because Croy is Kim's driver, honey. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of what we're here to discuss, I'm going to ask you to hit that subscribe button down there. Also, thumbs this video up, comment. All comments are welcome as long as you're not out here name calling and calling people out. We're good. Subscribe, share, comment, tell everybody, they should come down here to Miss Sophia the Diva's channel, okay? But we open up with this episode. The ladies are now back from Barcelona. They had quite a few adventures there. Also had some scary moments too, because I think there is a protest. The people are rising up against the government there, and some things were going on. But the ladies did thankfully make it safely back from Barcelona. And a lot is going on. Cynthia, I'll talk about her up front, it picks Mr. Will up to go down to the airport. And she says something about relationship. And I'm like, I didn't think y'all were in a relationship. I thought you were still dating. My thing with Cynthia and playing this dip your toe in the lake type of style dating. Oh, my toe gonna go in. Oh, no, I'm gonna take it out. Oh, it's too cold. It's too hot. It's like, girl, stop playing. Either you gonna be with Will or you not, or is this just somebody you brought in to be part of your storyline, or you taking a page from your girl, Kenya Moore, which, by the way, Kenya Moore, once again, was not seen on this episode. I don't think we missed her presence at all. I mean, she hasn't been on for like the last 3. I mean, they haven't even shown her like doing something with her dogs in her house or whatever. They didn't film her for like 3 episodes. But there was an awkward moment of dropping Will off. Very awkward kiss, but okay. I'm like, Cynthia, you really are out of whack and out of touch with romance. Bless her heart. I love Cynthia though. There was a season I couldn't stand Cynthia when that time Phaedra almost went upside her head with their purse. But with that clutch. But either way, I just wanted to talk about Cynthia because it wasn't a significant thing, but it's just the fact that her and Will are back together again. We open up with Kandi and Ace. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. Ace Wells Tucker, he is so cute. And honey, he served side eye too. Because when Mama Joyce came in, she said, hey, Granny, baby. And he looked at her like, Grandma, because he probably knew, oh, here she come with some shit right now because my mama gonna be mad. Sure enough, Mama Joyce told Kandi that she had met with Portia, and Kandi is like, what the hell are you doing meeting up with these people? But I will say this, for the first time in a long time since this show has been on, Mama Joyce did give Kandi some good advice about forgiveness and moving on. In other words, if Kandi, who is the quote-unquote victim in this whole scenario, would just tell the other girls, leave Portia alone. We've talked about it. Just let it go. This is my issue to deal with, not yours. And I know people are going to feel some kind of way because if Portia was capable of doing that to Kandi, what is she going to do to us? So I get that. But I think as we've all, most of us have come to the conclusion on when I'm tweeting live with people, is that if Kandi steps up and says enough is enough, they will shut it down. And it seems to me that that's Marlo's only bone right now, is to pick it with Portia over something that didn't happen to her but happened to Kandi. There's empathy and then there's crazy. We briefly see Portia in this episode, her and her sister Lauren. I think they were ordering meat. Are they off the vegan train for now? Quite frankly, I don't have a problem with going vegan. I know that cousin Beyonce has asked us as a family, Cousin Bay has asked us to go vegan too for X amount of days. And I know the Daniel fast is also one of those things that we've done. Unfortunately, I can't go vegan completely. My body does not react well with that. And I do things like wean myself off of caffeine and just drink tea and all that. But I'm good for the first 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden my body just it it's a weird reaction. I suffer with migraines and I'm already anemic. And so there's issues with my female anatomy. So I can't. I need the protein. I need beef, chicken, fish, whatever. Now I probably could be pescatarian or whatever. But I think, and sometimes some people have to stop being vegan because their doctors have to tell them these supplements are just not going to get it for you. So that's neither here nor there. But I will say that Portia did do the right thing by leaving again. When you know that there is conflict, and if you have the means to leave, because Lord knows when I went on my trip a couple of years ago with some girls, if I could have gotten my own room, I would have. If I could have footed the bill for that, because my roommate, she was something wrong with that woman. Never again. Kim and Sheree. On this episode, Sheree disturbed me and irked me. I don't know if it's doing what she does best, which is playing both sides, all sides, willful blindness, wanting to be accepted by Kim because that's more so her friend than Nene. But wrong is wrong and right is right. And in the words of Yana Van Zant, it's time to call a thing a thing. The truth is that Kim can say all day long that she is not racist, but something is wrong with her mindset when it comes to race. Talking about, my family and I, we don't really see color. Okay, colonizer, you see color. You see it. You see my brown skin. You see my dark skin. You see my light skin. You see my yellow skin. You see my red skin. You see my skin that's like the color of clay. All day long, you see color. And I don't care what you say about how you upset that Nene said these things about you and Brielle wasn't wrong. Brielle was wrong. She was wrong. And just like towards the end of the episode when Kandi had to school you about roaches and black people and the negativity that comes with that. It's not that hard. We ain't asking you to solve for X. We just telling you that black people plus roaches equals a negative. Okay? That's what we're saying. I was trying to figure out how did Brielle end up over there. Apparently Brielle came over during the white party. Brent, Nene's son, when they were talking to him, said that Brielle essentially invited herself over, asked was he at the house, and he said, yeah. So I guess she took that as an open door invitation to come over. Now, let's be real. Brielle and Brent were friends at one time because Nene and Kim really were good friends at one point. But now that relationship went from sugar to shit. Sheree just didn't get it. It's like Kim keeps saying questionable things. She was saying that Nene had crossed the line, or I think Kim was saying Nene crossed the line. But I'm like, how is it that Nene is the one that crossed the line, where Brielle is the one who who saved these videos from her Snapchat or whatever it was, and you used it to send it to everyone. As if to say that Nene's house is roach infested when it's not. Those are water bugs. Know the difference. Then Kim talking about she had to send a cease and desist letter out for Nene to stop calling her a racist. But you keep insinuating, and this is the second or third time I've heard you say, I think it's the third time, because the first time it came up at the white party. The second time it came up in the elephant room. And then right here, you're saying that you think that Nene is on drugs. Now, let's be real about slander and speaking about somebody. Nene and you all are public figures, and you're doing it with malicious intent. Okay? Nene calling you a racist, I don't think is being malicious. It's just an observation. Okay? The drug thing, that can cost her money. So you shedding false light on her. Maybe she can't get you with the malice component, but there's a false light going on here. You got to be careful about what you say, girlfriend. So if anything, Nene should be sending you a cease and desist letter. And y'all can fight that shit out in court later on, okay? This entire episode, again, Sheree was just very, very peculiar. When she met with Kandi to talk about Nene's incident with the comedy show where an audience member lashed out at Nene and told her she should kill herself. And Nene told her, I hope you get raped by an Uber driver. She kept saying that Kandi seems awfully loyal to Nene. No, it's just like, rape is a sensitive subject, but in the context of saying it in a comedy show or just flip at the lip type or in the moment type thing, I would have kept Nene, but the other people didn't think so. Because let's be real, in this age of Me Too and Angry Wig in the White House and all of this with women and women empowerment and all this, it's just it's a come from a female to say that. But the thing is, though, when Nene explains herself, when Marlo and Cynthia, which was very good sisterhood type thing, said that they really are concerned about Nene. Nene is devastated by the fact that she lost a gig because she lost her cool on stage. But one of the things I was saying, and I think one of my Twitter followers didn't quite understand what I was saying, because I am a stand-up comedian. One of the things I believe in doing, especially now that I've kind of cut loose and I don't care what people think, I can't worry about, I've been told this time and time again, never apologize for your jokes, be in the moment, have fun, and don't be concerned about repressing what it is that you find funny because you're worried about. For me, it was me being concerned about what my parents had to say. Now I don't give a damn, so I just say whatever the hell I got to say on stage. Judge me if you want to. I don't really care. Especially if you're over 40. Like at this point, it's like just say what you feel, okay? But you also have to be respectful. There are certain lines I'm not going to cross in telling someone they should be raped. Yeah. But when Nene explained it, basically Nene was crying, saying that it was a bit she was working on about Uber. And I don't know if she had already said the joke, because that wasn't clear to me. And then she just went on and used that bit in the moment to insult the person from the audience. So I don't know. And by the way, Mr. Greg, if people are coming over to eat something like that cake you decide to lick, please take the whole cupcake with you. I don't want nothing where you can put your finger on. I don't know where your finger been. Okay, I don't know if it's been on the dog or Nene. I don't know. Don't do that, Mr. Greg. But when Sheree was saying that she can't understand how Kandi is loyal to Nene, hell, a lot of us are sitting watching this episode wondering, how can you be loyal to Kim? How, Sway? Like I said, you can choose to be willfully blind, just like them people down there in Austin talking about that bomber, talking about, oh, he's not a terrorist. That's domestic terrorism. I guess when Timothy McVeigh blew up the Oklahoma court building, that wasn't a terroristic thing. Terrorist or terrorist. Wrong is wrong, right is right, call a thing a thing. Kim is dead to right's wrong. Cynthia and her 50 Cent t-shirt. When I hit 50, I guess I'm going to get me a t-shirt line too. But with Nene, what I wanted to say is that you have to know your audience. And one of the things she was saying is that at the time it was a bunch of Uber employees, because that's where Uber is. Uber was founded in San Francisco. That's where the headquarters is. Just like a lot of major Silicon Valley things, Yelp, all of that, they're in San Francisco. And that's what I was trying to say. One of my Twitter followers didn't get it to me. Well, regardless, rape is wrong. I'm not saying that Nene was wrong for what she's saying, but I'm saying at the time, if you were doing a bit about Uber, you got to be careful. These people are loyal to their company because that's where their checks come from. I'm just saying, know your audience before you get up there and say something where you end up with foot and mouth disease. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Now let's get to the grand finale of this entire episode. Kandi and Kim meet up for lunch at a restaurant. Now, what was disturbing to me is the fact that Kim sat around and waited for Kandi Kim made Kandi sit around and wait for her for 2 hours because Croy. And I love how Kandi went straight parental on Kim and got her information. Of course, as soon as Kim sits down, she immediately goes into a tirade about Croy and about how she sent him to Costco and that he gonna come back and pick her up. And I'm just like, and then that's when Kandi had to know, you know what, every time you come around the group, it's almost like you're ready to leave already. Like you already got an exit strategy. It's like you're not present. You're not in the moment with us. Why do you even bother to come around? And it's true because her entire conversation, I got these 6 kids at home. Oh my God, Croy drove me. He's waiting for me in the car. It's like, dude, like, what are y'all doing over there? The main point is this: Kim, when you come with getting dropped off in hopes to be like a hit and run. That's pretty much what you about. But I love how Kandi said her piece, and then that girl said, what you gonna get? I'm gonna get the calamari. Yeah, I'm gonna get the fish tacos. Okay, can I get a glass wine? I'm gonna have a Chardonnay too. Okay. I thought that was interesting. I also don't like the fact that, and I'll be curious to see what comes out in the reunion once Kim has seen and not just heard from Bone Collector. But notice how she keeps saying, well, Nene said I faked these illnesses. Nene never said you faked your illness. She said if I had survived cancer and a stroke and a heart attack or whatever it is that Kim had going on, she too would be a little bit more nicer. That's what she said. Okay, but you don't know that because you're too busy listening to Sheree, who, by the way, people have already noted, like last season, how you can't tell Sheree something and expect her to get it completely right. Kim was accusing Kandi, just like her homegirl Sheree, of defending Nene. It's not defending, it's just a point of view. You know, rape is a sensitive subject. She didn't want to fire her, but at the same time, she kind of had to let it go because it's more than just Kandi at stake. You know, there are other people to consider when it comes to this tour. So I don't know what Kim was talking about, and I'm glad that Kandi also addressed the issue of race and the roaches with her, and that race is always an issue with this group. So I don't know. I really liked Kim in the beginning, but it seems to me that since she got with Kroy, it's been problems. Now, people keep saying Kroy is racist or whatever. I don't know that because he plays football. And let's just be real, who's the majority on the football field? Okay, so I don't think he's racist. I just think that when it comes to his family, they like to cocoon themselves in the world. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If y'all think Kroy and Kim are racist or they have the white privilege elitist thing going on, comment down below. Let's discuss that. At one point, Kandi's voice started to shake during this meeting, and I was just like, uh-oh. That's when she's about to get crunk. But that was the episode. Next week, or this week, because when y'all see this, it will be time for the next episode. But we see Portia and Ricky Smiley and him trying to resuscitate her booty after she falls during the skating rink incident. Kenya's husband finally makes an appearance. The Mark Daly comes along. Todd defends Nene. Todd made a great point in the clip that I did see is that, well, you got Angry Wig running around here telling people to grab each other in the pussy, and y'all upset over a comment about, I hope you get raped by an Uber driver. Both are inappropriate, but at the same time, Angry Wig is still president. Agent Orange, Cheeto Satan, you name it. That's him. But let's see what happens. I don't know, is this the season finale or we got about 5 more episodes to go? This season is really getting good to me. You know, there was some low points, but I like the fact that race came up as well as the discussion about sensitive subject matters such as, you know, when it's a joke, it's a joke. But again, Nene, know your audience as a stand-up. That's all I've got. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, comment, thumbs it up, share. Let's get a discussion going down in the comment section. I have been Miss Sophia the Diva. Thank you for joining me, and you guys have been all that. Have a great week.